Would you look who it is? Jonny Key, welcome back to the vlog. How are you doing?
I'm great.
We just got to the hotel. I'm here with
Jonny Key. I feel great. A little scared about what's gonna happen at night, but I feel good.
He needs me. Let's go, Luke! Come on! Luke Talbot. What a race.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. Today is podcast episode 12, I believe, if I'm not wrong. I think 11 was live.
It's 12. It's 12, yeah.
12 is today,
You're right.
So that's super, super exciting. Jonny, how are you doing on this fine Wednesday afternoon?
Dude, I'm amazing. I didn't have to run today. All I had to do was a recovery lift session with the GOAT Jeremy, and then I did work in the morning. But yeah, I've just been waiting to see you all day.
Dude, I mean, I completely agree with you. We got a banger of an episode planned for you guys today. Starting off with, we're going to do a little bit of a tier list. We got a little 5 races for Jonny Key to rank for me.
Is it blind ranking?
We're going to, I mean, kind of. I mean, I'm going to give them to you blindly, but like realistically, you could probably rank them the same blindly that you would if they were all in front of you. But maybe I'll try to mix it up and try to trick you a little bit for the blind ranking. But I'm going to give you track races, and you're gonna rank them 1 through 5.
Okay, hit me.
All right. Let's start off nice and hot. 10K.
5.
Are you sure about that?
Give me 4. I mean, I'll never run that.
Okay.
Knock on wood. Please, Coach.
Let's go straight into the 800.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna go sub 2 in like 2 weeks. So just you wait. 3?
3? Okay.
Yeah.
3K steeple.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Give me 2. That's my go-to event. OVC
Go to
steeplechase
event.
freshman of the year.
Love it. Talk to me about the 5K.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. That was like so painful. So painful. I asked Coach Steve, I was like, so like, what am I gonna do at UCM? And he's like, probably 5K. And I'm like, he's like, what, you don't want to do it? I'm like, no, it just like, it really hurt. It hurt.
You got to break 15 though. We'll talk more about that in the.
I know, but like, I don't know what's gonna come next. Is a 15 in there?
I don't know what the next. It could be 4x4.
Right. I'll save it. You hit me with the next one.
No, what's the 5K? Where are you ranking it?
Oh, I thought I already said 2 in my head. That's my 2.
You already picked 2 for the 800.
No, I said 3, didn't I?
Oh, then the steeple was 2. Sorry.
Oh, frick.
You only have 1 and 5 left.
Give me number 1. Dude, frick you. I was going to put 10K at 5, and then you freaking did that to me.
And the 1500.
Oh,
automatic
you.
5.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
Not really. Okay, rank them how you actually would. What would you rank them?
Probably go... Oh, man. 5K, 15, steeple, or 8, then steeple, or steeple, then 8. Those are interchangeable. And then 10K.
Yeah?
I'm not really that experienced to know. Like, I think I could run a good 15. It would just hurt a lot. Like, I haven't ran a good 15. I've ran a good 5K. And, like, I know that the 5K hurts, and the 15's, like, it's just a quick pain, you know? It's like,
I think that's a great transition because over the weekend you actually ran 2 races, the 15 and the 5K. So I think while I continue eating my Chipotle because I'm starving and I just got home from work, why don't you talk to our viewers about how your experience went with the Wash U Distance Carnival 5K that yours truly was there documenting. You're in the Passion Project, obviously. And then the following morning heading over to, was it... Wait. I know what the school is called. It was a Missouri school.
It is in Missouri.
It was
we were there last year.
It's got the crappy track that I watched you run steeple at.
Yeah, you did. I got 2nd out of 5.
Yeah, that's actually insane. I don't remember what it's called. I know what school
SEMO,
this is.
Southeast Missouri.
SEMO, you're right, Southeast Missouri. But yeah, why don't you tell our viewers while I chat on some food and listen to your beautiful voice.
You're so lucky. All right. So, gonna give you guys a little bit of a rundown. So, Thursday, Lukey Pookie came in on a flight. He was supposed to be at WashU, but he was being a little goober and didn't sign up in time. But yeah, I mean, that Friday, it was so nice. I was on spring break, so I had no class, no work, nothing to worry about. And so it was just shaking out and then basically just relaxing the rest of the day until we drove ourselves over to WashU because I didn't want to go at 11 and then sit in the sun all day.
Did
And
you
so me and
do
Luke,
something before the WashU meet that was like really important to your success?
oh yeah, I'm about to go into that. There's a few things vital to my success. First was a shakeout with the mid D munchers, Caleb, Gavin, Michael, and Luke, who's not a mid D muncher, but he was there too. So that was fun. And then we hit up Subway, which is the only place open on campus, but really their times aren't true because they like to close early apparently. But they were open, which was good. And funny thing, I forgot my wallet this week, so I had to use Sebastian's card. And the guy accidentally charged it for 120 something instead of 20 something. Bit of a mistake, but it was very nice. We got to eat in the MSC all by our lonesome selves. And then we get back, and this is what really catapulted me to success, I feel like. We ran up some Fortnite games. I I'm kind of a pro gamer, and I got like 3 victory royales, bro, and some of them were crown royales too, which was like 2 in a row. So that was pivotal to my success. But yeah, then we showed up to Wash U. I wanted to watch my team run, but I also didn't want to be in the heat, and so I watched some of our 5K guys go. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit rough. It was a little bit toasty, and then I saw Sam trip and fall, and it was a tough look for the squad, that's for sure. But after that, we just kind of chilled. Got to kind of calm myself down before the race. Really didn't. The nerves weren't too bad at all. And then warming up for the race, it was nice. I was just by myself. I didn't have any of my teammates with me, but I did have Luke. Just all you could hear was like, oh my god! I hope Coach Steve doesn't turn around. I think he'd be mad, but he didn't. And we got a banger pick with Coach Steve.
I was gonna say you and Coach Steve got some pretty nice pictures.
Oh,
So
I mean, Coach
if
Steve
he's
makes the
mad, like
pick.
he can take it up with me.
No, yeah, I had my professional photographer photograph me and had a banger Instagram post.
Yeah,
So
go
shout
check
out
it out. Was it Johnny Key on
Johnny
Instagram?
Key. It is private though, so if you get accepted, you should be honored. It was public for people to repost.
I was gonna say
But
I
no,
noticed that. I was waiting to try to repost your post and then I couldn't. And I was like, oh, Johnny's account's private. And then somebody reposted it. I think it might have been Caleb or somebody. I was like, yo, wait a second.
yeah,
The
well,
account went public.
yeah, I wasn't gonna do that. Nate was like, "Bro, let me repost." I was like, "Okay." And the rough part is like I had like 90 follower requests or whatnot, and so then I like accepted them all, and I was
Hmm.
like I gotta sift through my followers and be like, oh, I don't need some of these people, you know, and some of them are just like inactive accounts, I guess. Regardless, banger pictures. But
Shout
yeah, and
out
then
Nate. He actually makes one of those just top tier. I mean, the quality with you and Nate. I mean, that picture goes so hard.
I don't even I don't give Nate the credit. I give the photographer all the credit, to be honest with you.
What can I say?
Uh,
I can only
but
work this well with amazing models, though. To be fair.
oh my gosh, stop it. But it was good. I figured the heat. I figured we'd go sub 15. It was a windy day, and my speed time was like fake. You know, it's 15:05 that Coach Steve just put in because I've never ran the 5K on track. But I was excited. I was like, okay, I just gotta put myself in the pack and just gotta let them drag me to a sub 15 5K hopefully, because it was a little bit windy and I don't want to get blown. Pause. Um,
Pause.
but yeah, race got out. Pretty hot to be honest, pretty spicy. And then it just slowed down and we were just hitting paces. And I was making moves when I needed to. I was like front pack kind of for the first part, but there was still like, you know, maybe 20 guys around me. And then I just kind of kept moving up whenever people would drop off, and they just kept dropping. They weren't, they were, you know, they weren't going the paces. And then funny thing happened, like I think maybe just like before the mile marker hit. I don't know what we hit per mile. Um, but these two dudes just like start churning, and I'm like, I was like, they might know something that I don't know, because they just start going. And I was like, that's, you'd think if you had a lot of juice, you'd go at after the second mile, but they just started going. So I was like, okay, that's crazy. I can't do that. I'm not him. It turns out one was instructed by his coach just to go for 3K or to finish it if you felt good. But just like you start going hard at second mile, you're not even thinking about going the whole thing. You're just thinking about like weak, whatever. And then the one guy was a pacer. Usually, if you have a pacer, you tell people. He did not tell us. It's fine. And so midway through the race, there's like, this is a leader. I was like, dog, there's like two people in front of me. Like that's not true at all. And I was, unfortunately. I was by myself the last 2K. I came through that 3K at like 8:58, and so I was right on. And then I kind of, you just kind of fall asleep whenever you race, and I just hear coach say like 74. I was like, like that's not what I want to hear. And I hit another 74, 75, and I was like, frick, that's not good. But I was absolutely dead, windy. No one was with me. I didn't close, but I still ran 15:03. I like to think solo because I was by myself the last 2K. But yeah, I mean it was a good race. It was like I felt like it was one of the races so far where I felt like I kind of like gave it my all, I guess if you could say. Like I still think there's some more to give, but there like the environment just wasn't there for me to give it. It's hard whenever you're just racing against the clock. Um, but I mean it was fine. First 5K of the season. Hopefully I can definitely go sub 15. If I run at conference, hopefully I go sub 15, top 8, hopefully. But no, it's definitely a good first 5K. I don't know where that puts me in the conference, but I'm happy with it. I think it was definitely a success. And then the next day,
Before you go
first
to the
off,
next day, I would
yeah, go
just I
ahead.
just want to I just want to toss my thoughts in there as a spectator, a sideline enthusiast of Johnny Key, if you will.
Sideline coach, some may say.
Yeah, we watched you come through 1K in 3:05. And for perspective, you need to be going through 3 flats for 15 flat. So we see the lead pack come through 3:05 1K, and we're all just kind of thinking, well, shit, like this might be chalked.
It's Rabs.
Yeah, you guys start to pick it up. 2K is quite a bit faster, but the two people drop out, and nobody knows what's going on at this point because the first guy kind of just drops out in the middle of nowhere, and nobody knew what happened. And then the
Yep.
second guy, who was supposed to go for 3K, literally makes it around like past the starting line on that bend where the steeple is, not even like 15 feet, and just steps off the track. And people were screaming at this guy laps prior that like, oh, you're looking great. This is your race to win. Keep it up, keep it up. So like I'm sitting here thinking like this is some real competition. Johnny's gonna have somebody to chase. Nope, just stepped off the track. And I was just like, are you shitting me right now? Like what am I watching? So I'm
Yeah.
sitting here taking pictures of Johnny, and then all of a sudden he's by himself, and I'm just like, oh shit. So I don't even know if you probably don't even remember. You kind of looked like you were dead when I was yelling at you, but I at one point I'm yelling at you. I'm just like, Johnny, it's only you. You're by yourself. Just keep pushing. And I'm just like, oh, this poor kid. And like you said, 8:58 through 3K, it's so hard when it's obviously, very hot out, extremely windy. Granted, some of the wind was blocked, which was pretty nice being in that like
Yeah.
little
It,
bowl.
it really it really wasn't that bad, but you can definitely like feel it a little bit.
And like you said, you're by yourself. Like there's nobody blocking in front of you. So it's obviously not ideal. And to be in that situation where like you're already pushing as hard as you can for 2K in 6 flat with, nobody around you, like that's difficult. So like to see you come in 5:03 after running a 3:05 first K was insane. Like we were all kind of blown away that you were able to hold on, and especially by yourself. So I mean, props to you. That's execution at the end of the day. I mean, it's not easy. Most people probably couldn't do that, and it was obviously an awesome time to see you get to go out there and do your thing and snag a couple pictures. I thought they were kind of clean, if I do
Some
really
light, some
say
light.
so. But
It
and
was
it's
it
cool
was a
because
year. Yeah. Sorry, go.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're good. I thought it was also pretty cool to see Anders. I mean, poor guy didn't have the best
Oh,
day, but it was nice to see
R.I.P.
Anders. Yeah, R.I.P. But yeah, all right. Well, talk to me about the next day, Saturday morning.
Yeah, so Saturday morning, wake up absolutely dead. I woke up at like 5:30 for no reason at all. Maybe it was the caffeine because I never drink caffeine. It
Mm.
is brutal. It was absolutely brutal. I showed up to the bus early because I was like, oh, maybe I can get a quick little Normatec in. I didn't realize that they locked the athletic room, which makes a lot of sense. But 5:30 a.m. Johnny didn't think about that. But we go to SEMO, and my whole goal for the race was to help Caleb as much as I could because I knew it was going to be windy, and I knew obviously it's that boy Caleb. And I
That boy
knew
Caleb.
that it wasn't going to be like my day to do super well in the 15 because it's like I just ran a 5K 18 hours prior to this, and the legs are just chalked. They're just chalked. But I still wanted to give like a good effort. Obviously, coach was talking before the meet. He was like, "I know you guys. Some of you guys ran the 5K. Some of you guys just jogged around the track." And I was like, "You're kind of right." But I still wanted to give an honest effort. I mean, my parents were gonna come, so I'm like, it's not like I'm just gonna give
Pause.
up just because I have that excuse. Pause. Um, and then yeah, so my whole goal was to help Caleb try to break 4. And so race starts off. I don't really know any of the splits. Kind of just going. The SEMO's like 150 guy just starts like blasting. So I'm like, nothing I can do about that. And then I see Caleb kind of like fading. It's like the scene from Cars where it's like McQueen is fading. So I was like, gotta help out my boy. So I like go around and I'm like using my arm. I'm like, Caleb, like, please
Come
help,
on,
like, come on.
please.
Because it was like, gosh, it was like third lap, I guess. Like third lap, first 100. So I'm like, Caleb, like, come on, like, I might die after this lap because it's like the hardest lap, but it's like I'm gonna help you. He's just gone. He's a goner. He doesn't go, so I'm like, frick. And so then I'm kind of by myself, and then last lap, this little guy, this little fellow starts pushing up on me, by the name of Timmy Maxwell. Um, he starts pushing up on me. He's like going pretty good, and I'm like, okay, if I can't help Caleb, I'm gonna help Timmy because Timmy's also fresh, trying to get a good 1500. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna help Timmy. Bell lap, whatever. So I start going, and Timmy's just gone. And so I'm like, frick, I just gotta keep on pushing.
That's
Uh,
tough.
406, little tough. Like 3 seconds off my PR, but if we're being honest, I should be sub 4, but I suck, so I'm not. Um, but yeah, it was
Granted,
whatever. It
18
was it was
hours in between 5K,
yeah.
but
I mean, it's an honest effort. I treated it as like a workout, and I don't like they were fine with it. I know Coach Price was a little livid because like me, Timmy, Will, and Caleb, not Caleb, he was quiet. He was like he was you could tell he was like geeking. Um,
mm,
but yeah, I mean we were all just like conversing kind of before the race and stuff. And it's like it wasn't like we weren't taking it seriously. I like it because it eases my nerves. I always say like um Caleb always talks to me like whenever we warm up together because
mm,
I'm like geeking and like he always like calms me down. And so like we were all talking and Caleb's geeking, and so I'm like, okay, like calms my nerves. Probably it didn't calm Caleb's nerves, obviously. But yeah, no, it was a good day, bro. It was nice. You get Will, your future teammate, to warm up with you, and then you have Timmy, your old teammate, who's also Will's current teammate. So
nah, not technically.
yeah, but he's still one of the guys, and so it's
He's
like,
one of the boys.
yeah, I don't think Coach Price like I don't know. I don't know. I get it. I get like you need to take races seriously and stuff. But I think whenever you take it too seriously, like races like conference happens to where I suck.
No, I hear that.
Um, so my dad always just tells me to like have fun.
Hmm.
Like that is quite literally like the best way to
Agreed.
put it. And like sometimes and able to have fun, you cannot like put like that amount of pressure on you and like kind of strain to where it's like okay, I have to do good.
Yeah.
So I think I'm definitely in a good spot, like mentally. Like I'm there. Like at Wash U, I was yapping to you whenever I was warming up. Like I may have been nervous, but like I was still yapping and I was still like okay, like I didn't feel the best on my warm up, but it's like I'm still gonna get after it, and just have fun and just compete. So yeah, that was my weekend. It was fun. I'm super excited to see what the rest of the season holds. I know I go to UCM next week, 5K, and then Edwardsville 800 maybe on Saturday. If I break
Ooh.
sub 2, Nathan Key was beefing in my comments saying, you can't talk trash on my 5K if you can't even break 2 in the 800, which is like, fair enough. I haven't had a really good chance to do that though. But yeah, no, I'm super happy with it. How was your little road Chesterfield 10K substitute for WashU 10K?
Oh man, what a race, man. I will say this, Chesterfield would be rich, bro. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
That's like
Yep.
my Illinois folk, it's like the Naperville of Missouri. Probably not as nice as Naperville, obviously, but it's just like the rich suburbs. And I just was, I was cooling down and I was just like in the middle of, I don't know, nowhere in the middle of the suburbs. And I'm just like, why are these houses so big? There's like a little lake right here. Like, what is going on? A little lost in the sauce, if I might add. But no, yeah. So Saturday morning, obviously, I wake up at Justin's house.
Lucky
Feeling all
bastard.
right. Yeah, I know I was so lucky, but no, yeah, I was feeling all right. I was getting ready to go. I left around like 6:20 in the morning, so obviously kind of an early morning, but I still got some pretty decent sleep. And drove over to Chesterfield, checked in, got my bib, used the bathroom, did my warm up. Super windy. I was like, oh my goodness, this is not great. And obviously, I didn't know the course, so like I was just kind of hoping that there was gonna be somebody like leading or some directions laid out. And it was an out
Hmm.
and back, so it's like it's not too hard to figure it out. But yeah, so finished warming up. I'm sitting there waiting for my sister to show up because like I'm supposed to hand the camera off to her. And lo and behold, I say, just at the latest, get here at 7:50. Race starts at 8. 7:50 rolls around. I'm calling her. Where are you at? She's like, oh, we're turning in. I'm like,
Hey, yeah.
okay. 7:55. Where are you at? Ah, we're at the red light. We're turning in right now. That's weird. You just said that.
It's crazy, dude.
7:56. Oh, there you are. I finally. So like 4 minutes before the race, I'm handing the camera to her, and like I'm like 200 meters from the start line, so like I'm kind of around the bend. So hand the camera off, and I'm like trying to show her how to use it and everything. And Justin's driving. I'm like giving her my phone and my headphones. I'm like, take this. I'll meet you at the line. This is how you start. This is how you stop. Whatever. I'm heading to the line. I gotta lock in. Jog over to the line. They're giving out race instructions. I'm in like the very back. I'm like wiggling my way up to the front because I'm like I can't get stuck in the back.
No.
There's two races going on. There's a 5K and a 10K. There was like 200 people in the 5K and like 150 in the 10K. So big race, obviously. It was kind of funny. They were like announcing which vehicles were the lead vehicles,
Hmm.
and one was for the 5K, one was for the 10K, but they both go in the same direction for like the first mile and a half before like the 5K ends up splitting off a bit because obviously
Hmm.
the 5K's got to turn around anyways. So I'm like trying to pay attention which car is mine and whatnot, and I'm like, okay, this is fine. Like I'm sure somebody's gonna go out. It's like 7:59. My sister's like running up to the line. They're about to start the race. Gun goes off. Actually, I don't even know if a gun went off. I think they just said go. Like I genuinely don't remember. Like I,
That's
I, I was
crazy.
so lost in it. I'm pretty sure the race director was just like three, like in a speaker in the microphone. Just go 3, 2, 1, go. I'm pretty sure she just yelled go. Like thinking back. Regardless, everybody takes off. Like 100 meters in, I'm in the lead. I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. I look down at my watch. I'm like 5:25 pace. I'm like, this is pretty slow. If I'm in the lead right now, this might not be too good for the future. But okay. So we go, like we're a mile in, and both of the pace cars are still in front of me because I don't know if they could figure out which one, like if I was 5K or 10K, they probably didn't know. And on
Hmm.
top of that, like I felt bad because I was like, oh, this kind of sucks for the 5K people, but at the same time, like if you're running 5K, you should be ahead of me, but okay. So I'm going. I make it to the turn where the 5K and the 10K split. It's a mile and a half in. And I'm doing the turn, taking a left. I look back, not a soul. Like it literally looks like a ghost town. I'm like, oh shit. I kid you not, Johnny. The 5K car stops and the 10K car keeps going, and I'm like, I
Uh,
feel terrible. Like this 5K, they just got screwed. I took the pace car from them. I hope they figure it out. They like it should be fine, whatever. Anyways, 10K continues on. I'm running in the wind. I'm running into headwind for literally the entire first 5K, and the pace
mhm.
car is like 50 meters in front of me. So it's like enough to where I'm not getting any like cover from the pace car, which sucks. But
Yeah.
I kind of expected it to happen. That's usually how they work. So I was like, not the end of the world. But I was just eating wind. And like 2 miles in, we all of a sudden pull up to an airport. And I see the gates. And I'm like, what the heck is this? This is a private airport? Like, where are we at? And the last thing I'm thinking of is like, are we turning around right here? Like, this isn't 5K, but maybe we got to do a loop around. Car goes through the gates. I follow the car. Next thing you know, I'm on an airport, like literally runways. We turn onto a runway and we just go a mile down this runway all the way to the 5K turnaround, turn around, and then all of a sudden I see like little specks of dust coming towards me. I'm like, oh my God, there's people. So we turn around at the 5K mark. We go back the other way on the uh, what's called runway. And just to give you an example of like how bad the wind was, I'm just gonna pull up my splits from the race because like I honestly feel like the splits tell the perfect story of how the race went. So like I said, we went out at like pretty slow. We went out in 5:28. The next mile is 5:39, and then that third mile through the airport was 5:57. So like literally almost a 6 minute mile. That's like how
Ah,
bad the wind was. Like, and I'm by myself, obviously, and there's nobody behind me, so I just have no motivation to run fast. So I'm
yeah,
like,
it's
okay,
tough.
whatever. We turn around. First mile on the way back is already back down to a 5:30, and then second mile 5:29, third mile 5:26. So obviously, I'm starting to pick it back up, and just I was just like, all right, well, I'll just run consistent the way back. I mean, it didn't really matter at that point. Like, I had at least a half mile between me and second place.
Hmm.
Actually, probably like probably a quarter at the turnaround. I ended with probably a half, but actually more than a half, I think, but doesn't matter. Regardless, like I was just that far ahead, so it was like it didn't really matter. I would have lapped people on the track if it was a track race, to put it into perspective.
Hmm.
Anyways, we're on the way back. I'm obviously just chilling. I literally probably wasted more energy giving thumbs up to the runners that I was passing because like they were all just like, "Oh, keep it going." I was just like, just running past them, make it to
Smile and
the finish
wave.
line. It literally make it to the finish line. 34:54. I have it right here. I don't know why I was even guessing. Yeah, 34:54. The slowest 10K I probably have ever run. Literally 5:34 average pace, which is almost literally my threshold pace. So it's like not great,
Hey,
but
a win is a win.
a win is a win. And that's kind of how I was looking at it. Basically, Arrow said the same thing. So I was like, I mean, I had a great weekend. I got to come down, hang out with you. We took some dubs on Fortnite. I met
Hmm.
the team. Obviously, met that boy Caleb. Big fan
He's
right
him.
there. So what can I
He's him.
say? He kind of is him. I mean, number one freshman in the GLVC. If I had anything to do about it, I'd probably break a kneecap or two to make sure that is the case, but we don't have to expose. Um,
Yeah, yeah, no, we don't. I mean, he's up there though. He's definitely up there. It's like
he's
the
up there.
top guy's right here. Caleb's just right here.
He
He's
could he
right
could
there.
probably bridge that gap. He just needs a different event, maybe the 3K steeple.
Yeah, maybe 3K steeple, maybe some steroids,
Yeah, that might help
maybe
too.
maybe he just has to become a female.
That would help. That would work.
It
But
would work.
yeah, no, yeah. So it was a good day, obviously, and then drove back to my sister's house to change, and then drove 4 hours home, which that was just a long drive. I was in and out of consciousness. I swear, I don't know what was going on, but yeah, it was a good trip. Honestly, like I was glad I was obviously got to come down and visit. Like you said, same time next year. Obviously,
Yeah.
we'll not fumble the bag. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Oh,
And
with Game Watch
yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah, with Wash U. But I
I
like
mean,
seriously, it was a really good trip. I'm glad I got to see you. I'm glad I got to see my sister and Justin, and obviously get some nicer weather because I don't know if I even told you it snowed today. It's actually probably still snowing right now.
dude, the
So
weather is crazy. It's just crazy.
it is. It's actually criminal. So
Yeah, it
that's
is.
kind of how my day's been going, and yeah, I mean, I'm just glad to have like kind of a. Last week was a big week for me. I talk about it in the Passion Project, so I'm not going to speak too much on it. But like, it was just big because I ran 70 miles last week, which is a down week for me. I normally do 90, so like it was
Yeah,
just really
dude, you
good to.
suck.
Yeah,
That's like
seriously.
way too little mileage for real.
It was just really nice to get like a full reset. Like I finally got to mentally and physically just get like a little bit of a reset. So I think that was
Hmm.
really beneficial. And no, yeah, I think this week's obviously started off pretty hot. Got in a double threshold yesterday. Looking like I'm going to be doing some 800s pretty quick on the treadmill tomorrow if I'm feeling good when I wake up. And yeah, I'm actually really excited to see how the next few weeks go. I'm probably going to be doing a 5K here soon. And yeah, no, I'm excited for that. But Johnny, I think that's really. We could just mention World Cross that also happened over the weekend. Where, oh, what's up?
No, I was
What
just
you-
gonna say I was gonna go over your March Madness bracket.
Oh yeah, we could do that first. Go ahead.
So Luke's bracket is in the 25.7%
Is that good?
percentile. No,
Oh, I want to be
no,
higher,
stop.
like towards 100.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you do.
my fault.
So unfortunately, it's. Oh wait, I'm looking at this bad.
Oh, and Tennessee got knocked out, so I don't have anybody in the Final Four, right?
Yeah, you have no one in the final four. So Luke's final four was Iowa State, Michigan State, Florida, and Tennessee. Um, I mean
Florida let me
that's.
down, man. They didn't let me down. They let Parker down. Let's be honest.
I mean you picked you. I mean it's just tough. This is tough. So you only had two people in the Elite Eight. You had UConn and Tennessee, and now
And UConn choked. Like, what can you do about that?
UConn's in the final four.
Oh, never mind. Who
You
choked?
picked
Purdue?
you picked Iowa State over Illinois, and you picked Iowa State over
Hmm.
UConn.
Illinois choked. They were in what? Sweet 16? Elite 8?
Elite Eight.
And then lost to like Purdue or something?
They lost to UConn.
They lost to UConn? Hmm.
Yeah, so
They
you
kind of
got
suck,
the
huh?
maxed amount of points. Yeah, you got 470 points on ESPN Tournament Challenge. Your rank is
That's pretty good.
19.8 million out of like 22 million. So
That's pretty good. I'm in the top half.
no, no, you're not.
9.8 out of 22 million?
19.
Oh.
19. 19.
Wait, that
That's
makes so
tough.
much sense why you said 25th percentile or whatever it was.
Yeah, not great.
I thought you
I'm not
said
gonna lie. I don't even blame you for not knowing what that is because I think I took like the practice SAT or whatever,
Hmm.
and I was like 70th percentile. Like, is that good or bad?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, better than half, top half,
Top
like you
half,
said,
top half. That's
top
my
half.
boy
But
right there.
yeah, just Luke's bracket's just absolutely awful. That's basically all I gotta say. So you can go yep about worlds because to be honest, I don't know anything.
All I know is that USA girls took fourth, and I think mixed
Represent.
Britain took third, and that's with Fog Dog, Adam Fogg. So shout out
Fuck,
Fogg.
dog.
Yeah, and then outside of that, I think I don't know. Cheptegei, I think ran second, maybe. I think oh God, was it Chariot went first, or maybe Chariot went second and Cheptegei went first? I don't know, dude. Let's be honest. The Kenyans dominated. Who's surprised? Pretty sure
Shocker.
Ethiopia did really well as well. I mean, it's just African dominance. Unsurprisingly, obviously, they are just unbelievably good at cross country and running in
Yeah.
general. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can't do anything.
no, no real surprise there. I didn't even watch it. I think I was visiting you at the time. Maybe I was racing. I don't really
Was it
remember.
Friday or Saturday?
I think it
Either
was
way.
Saturday morning, but like it was weird because it wasn't here. Like I don't remember where it was. I know last year was Australia. I don't remember where this one was, but nonetheless, I mean, the only really people that I knew that was in it was Alio and Adam Fogg, and
Yeah.
you know they both did well. So shout out to them. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, World Cross, it's really cool that they do it every year, and I would love to try to get into it. Obviously, I'm not fast enough to qualify for it, but
Not yet. 5 years down the line.
I need a lot of X endurance if I'm ever gonna even come close to that. So, um,
You just need to start doping like all of them.
yeah, even the playing field a little bit. No, I
Yeah,
would never.
exactly.
I would absolutely not dope. But yeah, I mean that's really all I have for this week's episode. I mean, a little bit shorter one, nice and sweet. I know you have something to close it out with, but do
Yeah,
you have
I
anything
mean,
you want to discuss beforehand?
not really, to be honest. I'm just ready to roll into Star Wars characters or Olympic athletes.
Yeah, I love it. I'm ready to go.
All right, so first I'm gonna give you Honda Baba, Star Wars character, Olympic athlete.
Can you spell it?
Pondababa.
This is a good one. Um, I'm gonna go. It's giving off Jabba the Hutt vibes. I'm gonna go Star Wars. I'm gonna go
It
Star Wars
is it is Star Wars.
just
It
because
is
the way it was worded.
not as
It
anything with
to do with
this.
Jabba the
No,
Hutt.
Ponda Baba is the guy from the Mos Eisley Cantina whenever he gets his arm chopped off.
Really?
That's Ponda Baba, yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
All right, next one is Bryken Calljack.
You say that again?
Bryken Calljack.
Bryken Calljack. These are good this week. Um, Bryken Calljack. The Bryken part makes me want to say athlete, but the Calljack wants me to say Star Wars. But Calljack is just such a weird one. I don't
Do
know.
you
I'm
need
like
the
kind of
spelling
torn.
or?
No, I think I'm gonna go athlete with this one. Talk
It
to me.
is an athlete. It is an Albanian weightlifter.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so that's
That's a
that's
good
pretty
one.
good. I'm gonna give you another one. Shi Yuki.
Holy nuts. Spell that for me.
SHI and then YUK or QI.
YUQI?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you would have spelled it YUKI, instantly would have said athlete because I think that's like very common Japanese name.
Yeah.
However, the QI throws me for a loop. And I'm gonna go with Star Wars solely off the QI.
All right. So I like where your head's at. It's definitely good reasoning. It's not Japanese, it is Chinese. Shi Yuki is a Chinese badminton Olympian.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm not well versed in Chinese culture or names, so I'll
Yeah,
take that one
that's
on the chest.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Obviously, my Japanese knowledge runs a little bit deeper, so
And that freaking
unfortunately,
anime knowledge.
I need to study up apparently with my Chinese folk, but
Yeah, you really
that's
do.
tough.
All right.
I'll have to lock in next time.
Next up is Max Rebo.
Rebo, spell it.
Rebo.
Dude, Rebo doesn't sound like a real last name, bro. There's no way.
Rebo?
Yeah, dude, that sounds so fantasy last name, but Max is so athlete first name. Um, Dude, again, I'm torn between first name and last name. See, now I feel like I should switch it and go athlete because last time I went uh what
You
Star
went Star
Wars, but it
Wars
was
or Shi
but
Yuki.
but now I feel like because I just went that I have to stick it out and just go Star Wars again and just hope that
Yeah.
one of the two lands. Give me Star Wars.
It is Star Wars. So Max Rebo
Yes.
is from Jabba's palace. He's the like blue elephant looking thing. that
Yep.
plays
Okay.
music.
Yeah.
That is Max Rebo.
Max
Next up,
Rebo.
I got Chirrut Imwe.
Spell that for me.
Chirrut and then Imwe. Chirrut Imwe. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but
It gives off like Kenyan Ethiopian vibes off the bat. Very well could be fantasy, could be Star Wars, but gut feeling, go athlete. Talk to me.
so he is actually from Star Wars. He is the Asian dude from Rogue One.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Well, the gut was wrong on that one.
I know.
Oh
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Happens.
yikes. All right, next up is John Florence.
John Florence?
Yeah.
Bro, what? That is the most like obvious athlete name that you're trying to trick me to being Star Wars because it's John. I'm sticking with athlete. Give me athlete.
John Florence is a American surfer.
Oh, nice. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. John with the flow.
And then I'll do two more. I'm gonna go. Who do I want to go? Wedge Antilles.
Come on. You think I don't know Luke's right-hand man? Come on.
Dang
Star
it.
Wars.
Okay,
Come
all right,
on.
all right, all right, all right.
Come on.
All right, I'm gonna just give you this one for the heck of it. Wicket Warwick.
You think I don't know Wicket? Come on, Star Wars.
You didn't know
You think I
Max
don't?
Rebo, dog.
Dude, that's not. I got Rebo right.
Yeah, but like you didn't know who he was, you know?
Yeah, okay, but I know Wicket.
All right, last one. Lot Kepke.
Lot L-O-T.
Lotte.
Oh, okay. If it was L-O-T, Lord have mercy. Um, no, wouldn't it be Lottie? You don't know, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, well then it's got to be athlete. Because you
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
is.
Okay, yeah.
She is a Belgian cyclist.
Oh, okay, there you go. All
Dang,
right,
I
talk to
should
me. How
have.
many was that? Was
I'm
that
not gonna lie, that
7?
was a lot. Yeah, it might have been. So you got
So
you
I
got
was
Wedge right, you got
5 for
Baba right,
7.
you got Max Rebo right. You did not get Chirrut Imwe right. You got Riken right, you got Lot right, you got Yuki wrong, and you got John right.
So 5 for 7.
Yeah, that's not
I
bad.
mean, maybe I just know my Star Wars knowledge a little bit. What can I say?
You didn't know who Max Rebo was.
Dude, I got it right. I might not have known who it was, but I got it right.
Yeah, I was just thinking that a guy with knowledge would have gotten that one. I
I
thought,
did.
yeah, but like know him.
Screw you.
Regardless, 5 for 7, not bad, not bad.
I'm gonna start quizzing you on the novels. Just wait until I pull these out.
Bro, is that even canon though?
Yes, the new ones are canon. They're written by well, it's not by Disney, but it's through Disney.
Okay, you
Disney
lost
Hyperion.
all credibility whenever you said it's written by Disney.
No, it's published by Disney. Disney Hyperion.
I don't care. That's like so.
Then you want to do Legends? You want to do Legends? We'll go through Legends.
No,
George Lucas's Legends. We'll
no,
go
we
through.
don't gotta go through that.
We'll go through Heir of the Empire.
No, I can't do that.
It's all of Grand Admiral Thrawn.
It's not
It's
vital.
his saga.
Don't care.
We're ending the podcast.
Don't
I'm
care.
done. I'm
Yeah.
not playing Fortnite with you now.
Frick you. I'm not gonna carry you.
Shit. All right. Well, we will talk to you guys next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. For this week, Johnny, close us out.
Yeah, I mean 5 for 7. It was I. It was I. Next week, Luke's gonna go 0 for 7. Y'all just see. We will see you guys next week.
All right. With that being said, take care. Love all things. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Why can't you? Okay, never mind.